Alright everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to what will be the finale of our Serie A online career mode. We left off last episode leading into the January transfer window once again. So, starting off today, let's see if any big deals happen for any of us. Here we go.
That Jack has Modric? When the fuck
He's not
happen?
he's not any value though, he's like 15 mil.
Dickhead.
I've only got one player I want to try and sell. That's me just done. Don't remember who you've got.
I've got
Messi.
I got CDMs, bruh. I got Benasan Zambo. So is his full name pronounced Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa? Because that's a fucking superb name. His status has that something special, and I know what it's talking about.
Wait, Real Madrid just came in for Guevara, 133 million. Fuck, I may as well spice it up for 6 months.
Alvarez.
I'm gonna say 180 mil, you can take him. I want 142, that's less appetizing. 170. Say no, I'm keeping him. Oh, 169.6. Fuck, I don't want to sell him.
What did you just say? Who did you just sell for what?
Mil.
What?
Am I gonna regret that? I think I might.
No, you're not going to regret that.
I just got a 33 mil offer for my fucking right back. No, it's Juve. I'm not selling to Juve.
Oh, the transfer went through. How much money am I going to have to spend? Let me see. 140 mil. And Arsenal am I in for my youth player?
Wait, Jack, my two best players are Benacer and Zambo.
You signed him this
Oh,
season?
no, Mendy could sell for a chunk. Yeah, of course I did.
I bought Guevara for like 30 mil. Oh, I know exactly who I'm buying for my replacement. Or replacements, actually. Alright, just checking. Does anyone have Trent?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in the game anymore.
That
Oh,
rule
fuck,
break
Klopp
is
checked that
pretty
instantly.
fucking shit, actually.
Alright, well I just signed Trent. Leo
We should
Bruno
fuck-
sold for 65 million. More money. I think I got 130 mil now. After buying 124 mil. There we go. Cody Gakpo signed from West Ham. Why was he there?
Just
What?
Oh, I think I sold Guevara, bought Gakpo and Trent.
I tried to buy Nunez and they told me to
talk
get
about
fucked.
downgrade.
I don't know where I'm going to play everyone now. I like my midfield. My right back
I don't.
is my last actual Monza player.
At this point, all I'm doing is simming through my games in January because I'm getting no offers for the players that I want to sell.
I've still got a little bit left over on players that can swap.
That's
what
what
I'm
I
planning
can
on.
swap.
That 170 mil change shit, alright.
Yeah, imagine being Jack.
Carvalho. Oh, it's Arsenal. I don't want to sell him to Arsenal.
That's fucked.
Before I send this offer, does anyone have Thiago Almada? The little Argentinian guy from Atlanta.
No.
Nah.
6 mil and Luka Modric.
Why is Henderson the captain of Roma?
I'm gonna miss you.
Like Cody Gakpo's in on his first game. Has the shot. Scores it.
Yeah,
1-1
guess what?
against Italy.
Modric
I've already
just did
scored.
that too. Yeah, there was someone I had to take out because Osimhen.
Oh, I lost
He's
3-1.
played the
Is it
last
1 more
couple
game?
games.
That's sad.
Oh, y'all want to know what movie kind of slaps?
Nah.
Not really.
Fuck. All I was gonna say was Zootopia.
Rule 34 for that goes wild.
Whoa.
Wait, Roma are nothing. Roma are a bunch of bitches. Slap the fuck out of Roma.
You beat them twice.
No, I drew against the last game.
If you have Ahagach from Dortmund.
What?
Herrera from Dortmund. The Portuguese left back.
Oh no.
go bold. I might change my formation and get rid of Nunez.
20
No one's
weeks.
got-
That's sad. Oh, you can go to a can in 4 weeks.
Oh my god, I feel like a god right now.
Oh, not Udinese out the cup.
I just
didn't
got
even
19
see
mil
him,
for
I
my
just saw
left back.
the-
Are we about to cook the end of this window?
Bro, what the hell?
Oi, Jack. Jack.
Whoa.
I've just gone in for Bobby and Klopp's just gone, hey, give me that Icone.
Klopp's in on it now.
Oi, Seth.
Yeah.
You don't have Adeyemi anymore, do you?
No, he got the 8. He's shit.
Oh, well, I've just signed Bobby. Big Roberto.
Yes.
I have so many cunts on the line.
Try to get Bazunu as my backup goalkeeper, but I feel like that's too Irish.
Mr. Nunez will be
Hello.
leaving my club now.
Okay then, another bleak-looking January completely turned on its head. Some of the biggest signings of the season happening, more so for me than the others. That bid came in and I just decided, why not? Let's spice things up a bit, and yeah. So a quick overview of what actually did happen. So Seth and David did not make any signings as they couldn't get offers for any other players, and they spent all their money like I did back in the first transfer window. Straight over to Fiorentina though, where Owen was able to make a few sales to get some money in. So he was able to sign Bobby Firmino, but then he was able to go and take Matheus Nunes, went to Atalanta for a straight swap with Adeyemi, who of course Seth sold at the start of the season. Bit of a fun transfer in there. And then finally myself. The massive offer for Kvaratskhelia came in and I couldn't turn it down. Near enough £170 million from Real Madrid. I mean, come on. Leo Bruno too, the youth star from the start. Went to Arsenal for 65 mil. So nearly 250 mil to play with. It's silly season for sure. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cody Gakpo. Yeah, I am well pleased with that. I took old man Modric and 6 mil and swapped him for Thiago Almada from Atlanta United. And the rest of our money went on the Rafael Guerrero, who's playing at Man United for some reason. To make it even more interesting, I set both Trent and Guerrero to convert to centre mids. As I mean, let's be real, Ismail Jakobs, Birandelli, they've been good performers for us this season. So I've got my full back set. So a big second half coming up. Let's reel the rest of them in. As it's pretty much a custom now, the standard squad overview for what we're working with, using that 4-3-2-1 with the cam variant. This is how we shape up. Callagher in net still. He's up to 78 overall with our favourite defence. I have Mbassi fully starting over Thiago Silva. Trent comes into the midfield to play beside Thuram. Almada taking a new starting 10 spot. And the front three unchanged apart from that expected gap. Kvara is out. Cody Gakpo's in. We are looking strong. For now, Guerrero has a spot on the bench, but will probably make appearances. Our players all rounders improving very nicely. Xavi Simon's up to an 84 now. And yeah, it's time to get a good look at February. We have Napoli to start things off on our next cup round away to Roma. Time to get the ball rolling. Our first chance against Napoli comes from the 35th minute. Some really nice football here, and Simons plays it in Trent from the slotted far corner for the lead. And a classic Trent through ball finds Simons on the run. I take it on through and squared the Gakpo for 2-0. The match ends 2-1, and we picked up a red somewhere. Verissimo is who it turns out to be. Well, he'll get a match ban. 3 match points though. That next match is the cup round, and of course I have to bring in big Jason just for Verissimo. Not a bad replacement at least, and Nyoto starts this one as well in place of Openda. 2 minutes in, some nice link-up play between Trent, Thuram and Almada gets us off to the perfect start. Then we're in again with Nyoto. Some nice hold up there, and he rolls it out to Gakpo, who absolutely bends it in the top corner. And again the match ends 2-1. But we're free nonetheless. Into the semi-finals we go, and we look at the tournament tree. The 4 remaining teams are the 4 of us. And the draw is given us myself up against David, and then Seth is playing Owen. There are 2-legged semi-finals we later this episode. Umber's here though, and a goal from Xavi Simons here and here gets us 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins before our last match of February against Atalanta. Before we see that though, Guerrero's cam conversion is ready, and he shoots all the way up to an 87. So yeah, might have to come into the midfield a few times for us now. A couple of days later we're in Trent, the centre mid is ready to be confirmed too, and he goes from 89 all the way to 91. And into this match then where we start things off with a penalty. I whack Trent on it, why not? Steps up and scores. The score was 1-1, then 2-1 to Atalanta, but we do get a counter chance here where Simons runs through and squares it there, Panda. And we at least had a game 2-2. Overall, a solid little run of games there in the league, and now it's time for the first legs of the semi-finals. So we'll start off with my own one. I have the home leg here against David's Bologna, and this one starts similar to the match's last episode with David getting the opener through Makoko pretty early on. We get one level though for an unbelievable pass from Thuram to set up Almada. Then in the first half stoppage time, we're through with Simons. He squares it across for an Openda tap in to put us in the lead. But in the 70th minute, Bologna have the chance where Makoko gets another good shot. But it's a very nice save from Gallagher in the end. The corner gets whipped in straight on the Hincapie's head, but again Keller is there to save it. But the press is on. They're straight back in again. And this time Makoko does get the goal for 2-2. So we had the lands back on our side though, and with some nice football, Openda lays the ball off to Gakpo, and we're back in the league. The match looks done and dusted, but not without one last chance for Bologna in stoppage time to get the ball back to Makoko, who bangs it in, and it's all tied up with another match to play. The second semi-final then, Florence, where Owen plays Seth, and 30 minutes into this one there is a Hellas Verona corner. Royce whips it in and finds Isak, but a nice save from Dragowski keeps it scoreless. The clearance there only finds Ben Asser, who keeps the attack going for Royce to once again cross it in. Back to Isak, who this time scores a beautiful volley, but Seth 1-0 up. Owen's taking team to turn it up a gear after that though, and Salah charges into the box for cutting it back for a brilliant Adeyemi volley. The man Seth sold at the start of the season to come back to bite him. then into the 50th minute, Fiorentina end up with a free kick. Messi steps up, but it is a bit far out. No matter though, as Messi absolutely bins it. I mean, goddamn, what a goal. And the next chance comes a couple minutes later, as Royce once again leaking up Wisaki makes it 2-2. Salah through again now, cuts it back into the path of Adeyemi, who gets his second of the game. First leg ends 3-2 to Owen. And now just to wrap up February, here's a quick update on how the table was looking. Owen sitting on top still, and David was rocking very closely behind. Just 3 points in it now, between them two and Roma, who are tied on points all at the moment. The goal difference keeping them on top, but in the March now with 6 games, 4 in the league and 2 in the Europa League. Round of 16 where we're playing Rennes. Juventus first though, so let's jump into that. Our team is working so well now, and Xavi Simons scores a nice goal, followed by an Openda penalty, and another 2-1 win for us. Similar story over in France, as Gakpo opens up the scoring, followed this time by an Almada penalty. As per, Rennes get 1 goal back, but next up we have Gakpo running through. Uncatchable, secures his brace, and a nice 2-goal advantage in the first leg. Home to Ascoli next, and somehow they've managed to hold us to a 2-2 draw. But how about this for a goal from Simons? Gakpo rounds the goalkeeper, rattles off the post. Can we count that as an assist? Yeah, why not? Heading this from Trent, ball in the top left corner beautifully. Fair enough to Ascoli though. But second leg of the Europa League, round 16 now. Another 2-2 in this one, but we're through to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have another round of 2-1 wins. Seems to be our standard result now, this time against Venezia and Udinese. Best goals coming from Simons, here against Venezia, and Gnonto against the Udinese. Rolling us on into April. Do another quick table update, where all 4 of us are now sitting in the top 6. Still only 3 points separating Owen and David, and Roma now 2 points off Owen. April has a lot of games for us in these next 2 months, where all our matches against each other have been scheduled. So we have our matches in the league against David and Seth, our second leg Coppa Italia match against David again, and our Europa League quarter final against Liverpool. Going to be a tough one, and our first match this month is at Anfield. So let's see. Our strongest possible team is starting to look even better now, with Gakpo in 87, Simons in 85, and this time 87 Guerrero is taking that cam spot. We're near enough instantly 1-0 down, but look at this from Trent. Absolutely perfect. Simons is able to finish it nicely to level us, and that's where the first leg ends. Didn't lose, so the team did very well. Now heads us straight in their match against Bologna. Will it be as managed the cup round? Well, I mean, how about this for a start at least? Thiago Almada feeds the ball through in the middle to Openda, who takes it in and smashes it into the keeper's near post, and we're already 1-0 up. We get the lead this time. And well, that's all she wrote. Actually a pretty slow game, but we get the massive 3 points to help us on through the season, catch up towards the top a little bit more as well. Second leg against Liverpool then, and this match Openda gets a chance here with a really nice turn and plays for Gakpo for 1-0, and in the second half Trent plays a trademark through ball over the top to Gakpo once again. I take the shot with him, and it's in off the post for 2-0. The match ends there for us to say it's actually 2-2 after the 120th minute, and it's a penalty shootout. Yep, this should be good. So, we're up first, it's Openda, scores. And for Liverpool it's Fab, scores same corner. Gakpo up next, for us though. Ali saves it, then Ruben Neves of all people for Liverpool. Saved by Kelleher. Gnonto bangs the top left. Darwin Nunez also scores. Xavi Simons scores his. Alaba for Liverpool, saved by Kelleher. Catherine 2 around next, and if he scores we're through. Bottom right corner, into the semis. It is painful knocking Liverpool out, but hey, we want to win that Europa League before our next match. We're playing Seth's Hellas Verona, so let's get on with that. Verona get things kicked off, but Openda is straight in there on the press. Gakpo gets on the end of the loose ball and lays it through the Almada, where he then plays a nice ball into Xavi Simons, who scores a very nice early goal once again for us. The transfer window has made our team exceptional. 20 minutes in and Openda has a good chance and absolutely wallops it into the top corner. Soft finish, and then in the first half stoppage time, we have a corner. Trent whips it in and Cody Gakpo whips out his inner Jeff Hardy and cracks a whisper in the wind straight into the back of the net. I mean, what the fuck's that? We take it though, and Almada goes on to finish the game off completely with a 4-0. So yeah, sorry Seth, we've absolutely rocked you. But yeah, Coppa Italia time. First time round we'll look at the Fiorentina Hellas Verona again, where of course Owen is sitting 3-2 up. And the first chance for this match does come from Owen's team, as Adeyemi sprints through 1-on-1. He gets the shot off, but Bono is there to keep Seth from the tie. Up the other end then, and Royce plays a quick 1-2 with Mudryk for absolutely firing that ball into the top corner. 1-0 to Seth, 3-3 on aggregate. Fiorentina though have a corner. It's taken short and some very fast passes eventually find Chiesa. Scores for Owen. Advantage Fiorentina once again. The game keeps going in this end-to-end style as Mudryk again, he finds Isak and bang, 4-4 on aggregate, and the rest of the match nothing really happened. So it's yet another penalty shootout. Seth's up first in this one, and his first taker is my previous penalty taker from the first season, Akram Afif, and he does what we know from him, puts it away. For Owen, it's Mo Salah, I mean as expected, scores. Ayew then for Seth. Yep, Jordan fucking Ayew. And then he has to score, doesn't he? Bobby steps up for Owen and attempts a Panenka. Bono didn't dive, so yeah, saved. A bit of an odd shootout here. Big Hrustic then next. Scores for Seth's advantage. That's Owen's boy Chiesa. Scores an easy one. Seth's all-star lineup continues with Goebbels hitting next. And he scores 2. Messi then has to score to keep it going, and he does. Not the best bet, but does the job. Klaus then, if he scores, Seth is 3. Panenka, saved by Dragowski. Naby then, if he misses, it's over for Owen. He puts it top corner. And we're in the sudden death. Farland Mendy scores. Amrabat scores as well. Mickey van de Ven, weak, does the job. Dennis Dodo, saved by Bono. Seth is through to the final of the Cup Italia. Who will be playing though? Let's go and find out. 3-3 with Bologna. So let's see what Davis Hoblake has in store for us. Well, that for a start. Barrow makes it 1-0. Then Xavi Simons links up with Cody Gakpo once again to get us a goal for 1-1. Barrow is a man of the mission here though, and in the second half makes us pay again. And the top of the off, Jacob Brownlee plays in Kudus. A new signing, by the way, who takes his time and finishes it to put David 6-4 up on aggregate. The boys try and fight their way back into it, but Bologna keep on getting the attacks. Szoboszlai gets the ball and curls it into the far corner, knock him out of the cup, and sending David into the final against Seth. So we'll catch up with that later, for the outcome of the Cup Italia. But for now, we're back into the league games to try catch back up. Spezia up for us next. I hope this for a free kick. I mean, I think it went in. It still says 0-0 the next highlight, but Gakpo scores. Then the highlight says 2-0, so I think it's a free kick goal. End up winning 3-0 either way. Very nice stuff. And in the same game week, Owen had Seth for their league game this time. And things start off with a bit of a reminder back to the cup game. Royce to Isak, goal for Seth. Owen's Argentinians are trying to replicate that link up with Alvarez set up Messi for the equaliser. But Isak and Royce aren't having that. But Royce meant that too at this rate. And the game actually ends 2-1 to Seth. I mean, Owen and Fiorentina have been beaten twice now in the space of a month by Hellas Verona. Dortmund probably should have held on to big Alexander, looking at this partnership now too. A bonus April match then next before Roma, as we have drawn Valencia in the Europa League semi-final. So we're in Spain now for the first leg. Some very nice play down the left there, and Gakpo sets up a Openda for the 3rd minute lead. Valencia do go one back, but Guerrero and Openda link up to win the match 2-1. Openda brace, nice stuff. And then we end up off with 1-0 lost at home to Roma. Here's how the table's looking now with 3 games to go. Owen on top, David just a point behind. These last 3 games also happen to have some big ones. Top of the table clash between them two, as well as Owen playing me and David playing Seth. So let's crack on with that. Our Europa League semi-final second leg coming up then. Our team shaping up even nice now with an 88 Gakpo, 86 Simons, and now 84 in our last starting Monza player, Birandelli. So the semi starts off with penalty to us. Openda is on it and scores yet another goal for us. Then second half, another goal to get us 2-1 up through Simons, 4-1 in aggregate through to the final against none other than West Ham United. AC Milan away then. Gakpo capped it off from the penalty spot for the 3-0 win. So yeah, time for the biggest match of the season. Owen versus David at Bologna's home stadium. 1 point splits them at the moment. Here we go. Straight away Moukoko is down the right wing, cuts to Kudus. He rolls it on over the barrow, and it's a perfect start for David. 1-0. Szoboszlai had the ball here and finds an unbelievable pass through the barrow, who's targeted hard by the Fiorentina defenders, but powers his way through before making it 2-0 to David. What a start. Into the second half then, and Messi tries to make something happen by cutting in from the right before trying to shot from the edge of the 6-yard box. 2-1. Alvarez finds a pass in behind for Messi again. Quick pass and bang. 2-2 Adeyemi. This is a fight. Salah ends up with the ball on the right wing here and he completely sells the defender before finding Alvarez. The more quick passes there before Adeyemi plays it in the Alvarez, and he scuffs the shot but scores. 3-2 to Owen now in the 86th minute. What a turnaround. But guess what? Jacob Ramsey is shit out his way back up the other end and unleashed in a shot, saved by Dragowski, and another chance in the 92nd minute. It rolls to Kakare, saved again. One last chance for David on the corner. It's whipped in nicely. Moukoko gets the flick and it's saved. But once again, the referee blows the whistle. There's no time for the next corner. And there we have it. Owen goes 4 points clear in the league with 2 games left to play. Cup final up next. It's Bologna once again, obviously playing Hellas Verona. And they will make a back-to-back Cup Italia wins, or will Seth get his first? Well, the first big chance comes Seth's way. Szoboszlai's back pass is intercepted by Isak. There's a quick 1-2 with Royce before playing into Papi Gomez. He scores the opener. Little old fella. We're up the other end now though as David's team is attacking and Barrow plays the ball for the Moukoko. But Bono comes out quickly to save it. 50 minutes in now. The next big chance is Seth's again. Isak lays the ball to Mudryk, who blasts it but it's a massive save for Van de Voort this time. Isak again though. Instead of the shot this time, he goes for the sweat, but it's stopped by some great defending. But yeah, Isak is just making things happen all by himself. Gives a chance to Royce this time, and Seth's team makes this one count. 2-0 now. The momentum seems like it was destined to switch to, and manages to find the lot. He grabs the goal back. 2-1 now. Time for another comeback. But no, things actually calmed down there. And Seth wins the Coppa Italia. I have to say, look at that league form this season. It's quite a shock. So fair play to him. Built his team purely for the knockout football by the looks of things. Taking out the 2 top teams currently in the league on his way through. So in the penultimate game of the season against Owen, he's currently sitting 4 points clear at the top. Let's see if we can do something to stunt that charge. Well, Verissimo getting brushed aside by Alvarez, leading to an Adeyemi goal is a great start for us. What a move this is too in the second half, for a cracker of a Salah goal. 2-0 to Owen, and our proper hopes are now looking in danger. Verissimo gets fucking clobbered once again, this time by Naby Keita, but the ball rolls back out to Gakpo, who gets us a goal back, but it's nothing more than that. 2-1 win in the end for Owen. David got a 4-3 win over Juventus there as well, but the Riders officially confirmed Fiorentina as Serie A champions. 4 points ahead of Bologna now, with 3 points to play for. It went all the way down to the second last game of the season, and he wrapped it up. David pushed them all the way to the end, but GG to Owen. And then finally wrap up the league for us. We have our final game of the season. Have Lazio made their 1 point to confirm top 4, or Atalanta, who are 5th to drop points, and the match had absolutely nothing happen. A 0-0 draw would grab ourselves 4th place to finish the season. David and Seth's team played each other in their final league game of the season, but with nothing to play for at this point. I'll cut the end of that. We're to drew 1-1. Now we'll have a look at the league table in just a second, but first, over our final game of the season, the Europa League final against West Ham United. Let's go. We have a chance here with Trent finding Simons. We get the shot off, but it's saved into the path from Gnonto. He gets us in the lead, and the next big chance comes in the 111th minute, where West Ham will find the equaliser. Looks like I've massively underestimated them as we miss our chance here with Gakpo, and yet again we're here. A penalty shootout. Andre Silva steps up for West Ham. Saved by Keller. What a man. Almada then for us. Scores his. Paqueta next for the Hammers. Go the other side and scores. Gakpo then. Areola saves it. Then it's Acuna. Kelleher saves another, which leaves Gnonto a chance to get our advantage back. And he does it. 2-1 to us. For West Ham next it is Thomas Lemar. It's a nice pen. Scores his. And it's time for one of our players of the season, Xavi Simons. Scores it, which leaves Leon Billy the chance to keep West Ham alive. Scores just about. Then it's him again, Kefren Turam, to win it. And he does. We are Europa League winners, AC Monza. We at least won something. And there we have it, the ending of the full series of what a season we just had. Everyone was able to grab some silverware over the course of the 2 seasons. David and Seth grabbing a cup each, Owen win the league, and myself obviously there, getting the Europa League. Thank God for Liverpool, making my trophy look a little bit respectable at least, as it was essentially uncontested aside from that. So there's the final table, of course. We can see where we all finished in the end. Owen first, David second, myself in 4th, and Seth in 6th. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the series. It was very fun to make. Seeing each of our own directions for how we built these teams is very interesting too. Obviously it's not the most realistic of career modes. We're competing against each other, so I wanted to make it a little bit wacky and fun, you know. And yeah, if you want to see more of this in the future, let me know, as we are ready. Especially going into FC24 as well. We have some plans to make some very fun stuff. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and we'll see you next time.